Sean's View Entertainment, keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. I am the brash and the brazen Sean's View Entertainment, and the reason I'm doing this video, which is a longer, extended version of this video, is because there is some little changes, minor updates to the top stories in WWE today, and I hope you'll join me and leave your comments, your opinions, share my videos on Facebook and Twitter. Now, according to PW Insider, just bring everyone up to speed because there is a little bit of updates and minor adjustments. It is believed that Paige was given the news during Monday Night Raw this week, and that they described the situation as similar to what happened with Edge's retirement. This couldn't have come at a worse time for Paige, the 25-year-old, as she was in the midst of a comeback following a long neck injury hiatus and only wrestled a few matches before the incident occurred with Sasha Banks. Some may say, you blame Sasha Banks. Some may say you don't blame Sasha Banks. Some may say it was just an accident. But hasn't Sasha Banks been responsible for other women getting hurt and injured? But I know it's a part of the game. Listen, when you sign that contract, when you sign that dotted line, you know what you're getting yourself signed up for. And you know what? Even though Paige has had a short career, at least it's been stellar. At least it's been memorable. I mean, it's certainly been a lot better than some of the girls that are coming up nowadays. And this has to be, in my opinion, perhaps one of the shortest comebacks we have seen in recent WWE history, if not WWE history altogether. And there's more to this. And we're also going to dive more into the report about WWE moving away from USA Network, going back to 2 hours, as there are some updates and developments to that. Multiple sources have stated that the leader of Absolution is likely to be moved to a non-physical role with the company moving forward, allowing the results of her latest medical tests. So, I mean, we thought that, Ric Flair would have never came back from a broken back. We never thought we'd see Hogan wrestle again. We never thought we'd see Austin wrestle again. And quite frankly, we've never seen Austin wrestle again. But who would ever thought we'd see Goldberg in a ring again? I mean, there's some wrestlers, some superstars. There's been athletes that have had threatening injuries, career-threatening injuries. I mean, look at Shawn Michaels. He was supposed to be done. He returned. He came back. But I don't want... And look at Daniel Bryan and the concussions and all the things that went down with him. And, you just look at all the wrestlers and the superstars, I mean, that rose to fame, and then, they were shot all the way up, and then it came all the way down just as fast. And we're going to dive more into this a little bit later on, but how about the news on WWE potentially moving to Fox and going back to 2 hours? Now, there's updates to that. I know I brought this video to you yesterday, but here on Sean's View, again, we don't just give you rumors, news, and headlines. We give you the changes or the developments or the latest on any top stories in World Wrestling Entertainment. There's been much speculation of WWE possibly moving to a new network, or at least commencing a bidding war to find the most profitable slot. Their deals with NBC Universal, which includes Raw and SmackDown, as well as Tribute to the Troops, expire on September 2019. However, WWE CFO George B. has said that the company hopes to announce their U.S. distribution plans between May and September of this year. WWE's current contract with NBC Universal generated $180 million last year. Months ago, Triple H had a meeting with the executives of Fox Sports about potentially airing WWE on their network. The reason for the potential move would be due to UFC possibly leaving Fox, which would leave space open for another combat sport to fill. WWE has worked with Fox Sports in the past, and the network in a couple of episodes of Saturday Night's Main Event in the 90s, as well as WrestleMania 11 special in 1995. Dave Meltzer, and here's the update, reported in the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter that there's also discussions of Fox possibly buying WWE, which would mean that the network would have them for good. USA Network would be out, Fox would be in, and you know what? And here's the thing about Monday Night Raw, and here's the thing about, I have to go back to Paige's injury real quick. These live events, these house shows, listen, before the network, we know that, they weren't shown to us people. Maybe some highlights here and there, but we don't see it. Only the live audience sees them. They need to cut back on these, or don't go all out on these live events. And here's the thing about Raw going to 2 hours. Now I'm going back to Raw now. I'm going to be all over the place because, quite frankly, I'm bothered. I'm very sad. I'm sad. I'm very depressed that Paige's career is done at such a young age. But you know what the good thing about Raw going to 2 hours is not only that we have to no longer sit through a 3-hour mediocre same rematch after rematch Monday Night Raw. No, the big thing here is that we get the satisfaction of having to sit through a 2-hour Monday Night Raw, and hopefully there'll be storylines, and it'll be captivating, and it'll be illustrating, and it'll be all those things. But the best thing I can see coming out of Monday Night Raw being 2 hours, and once again, my mind, and I apologize. I thoroughly apologize. My mind's all over the place. I'm losing my train of thought here with this whole Paige thing. This Paige thing is really bothering me. It's really eating at me. But Raw going back to 2 hours, and I don't want to lose my train of thought here. I don't want to lose my audience. I don't want to lose my subscribers. Okay, but my mind's all over the place right here, and I had a good reason as to why I want Raw to go to 2 hours and why it would be good. Well, you know, they would do, for one, there would be less commercials and less replays. That actually, there may be more than one reason for Raw going back to 2 hours would be a good thing. And I'm sure my viewers and my subscribers can help me why going back to 2 hours would be a good thing for Monday Night Raw. But there's that one reason why, and I'm not going anywhere. I don't, here on Sean View, we don't rewind, we don't re-record, we don't fast forward. We go with the flow. We're live. This is as if I was on Monday Night Raw and I automatically lost my train of thought. What am I saying? How do I pick myself up? How do I save myself here? Oh my God, and I had this in my mind all day long. But then when I heard Paige got injured and when I heard Paige got hurt, this is, you're getting the real Sean View. You're getting my real mannerisms. You're getting how I think, how I feel. And as you can see, this whole Paige incident is throwing me right off. I would have already got my train of thought out already. Oh man, this is tough. Raw going back to 2 hours, like I said, it's good. Oh, and then, you know, you might say, oh, well, some wrestlers, and this still isn't the reason, but oh, some wrestlers won't get a chance. Well, there's a lot of wrestlers that have a 3-hour show, and they're still not getting chances, and they're still not getting opportunities. Man, if I end this video without telling you the biggest reason for Raw going 2 hours is awesome and good, and would do nothing but wonders for the company. And that's nothing to do with a rating. It's nothing to do with PG. It's nothing to do with even creative at this point. Oh, man, what was it? I don't, you know, if some say, well, this is sad and this is embarrassing that I lost my train of thought. I did. This is how much this Paige thing is really getting to me. It's really bothering me. Call it unprofessional, professional. It's taking a lot out of me. I mean, the last 3 hours, I'm just thinking about Paige and her career and where she's went and what she was about and what she did and all her accolades. And it's just a good thing that she had such a prominent spot on Raw and on WWE television for the time that she had, and all the rehab and coming back and. But no, Raw going back to 2 hours has, obviously, you take a sheet of paper and you put Raw going back to 2 hours, it certainly has a lot more positives than negatives. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And you know what, maybe if I get my train of thought back and why WWE going from USA Network to Fox was a good idea. Like I said, I think the ratings would go up. Just, you know, WWE could actually put more time and effort and consistency and emotion and don't have these wrestlers be overproduced and you know, just have them be what they be. But I can't think right now, viewers. This is not even an excuse. This is real. I really cannot think right now. I just came on here to give you the updates in some of the developments to the top stories in WWE today, and that's what I did. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry I'm out of it. I'm really just. I'm lost for words. And, you know, like I said, these are the hardest videos for me to do when I have to talk about an injury or someone's career ending or a death in professional wrestling. These are the most hardest, hard-hitting. I don't look forward to these videos. It's not like I wake up one day and say, oh, my God, I hope I can get a lot of clicks because someone got injured. I have to talk about it because it's news. I talk about rumors, news, and headlines. I'm not trying to capitalize on an injury. I'm not trying to capitalize on a death. It's in the news. Everyone's talking about it. The whole internet is talking about Paige having to leave WWE. The whole internet is talking about Raw going back to 2 hours and being dropped from the USA Network. And I just wish I could tell you the main positive that I was thinking all day long. I had this in my mind all day long, and then this whole Paige thing happened, and I've completely lost my train of thought as to why Raw going to 2 hours would make sense and would be, you know, very good. I could come on here and say, oh, it's positive, it's good, you know, it's the right direction to go in, but I always give you reasons, I give you sentiments, I give you comments, I give you my view, but I just cannot think why right now for the life of me, why Raw going back to 2 hours would be a good thing. Oh, man. This is awful. I can't think. This may be my worst video in history. It may be my worst video, but this is coming from the heart. It's about my passions, my will, my desire, my fire. And even though I've lost my train of thought, and even though I don't know what I'm saying, I just hope you'll bear with me as I'm trying to wait and trying to think about why Raw. And you know, I'll do a whole video on. I don't care. At this point, I will do a whole video on why Raw. And I know a lot of my viewers and a lot of my subscribers will give me a lot of comments and opinions. And that's what this is all about. It's about comments and opinions. And although my videos only get 100 views now, and YouTube's messed up, and YouTube don't notify you, and YouTube don't give you my videos, you know, what are you gonna do? I mean. If I'm talking to a wall and the wall doesn't talk back and I'm hearing voices in my head, well, then they're going to counsel me and they'll understand. They'll talk to me. But anyways, viewers and subscribers, this is the latest updates on Paige and WWE moving from USA to Fox. And as soon as I understand and know about this whole 2-hour Raw thing and why it's a major positive from my perspective, from my view, I will come on here and do a video for you. But I just know that it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And I've rambled on long enough, and really wasn't rambling. I really had something to say. I really had something I want to get out of here. But like I said, you're getting the natural, real, organic Sean's View entertainment, and that's all I have to say. Once again, viewers and subscribers, big times right now in football. You know, the Patriots, can they do it again? Can they come up big when it matters most? And once again, if there's any more changes or developments, the very latest on Paige and Raw, I will bring it to you right here on Sean's View Entertainment. Once again, that's all I have to say. I wish I had more to say. I wish I had more to talk about, but that's the top 2 stories right now, and that's what it's all about. More to come from the Brash One. Share my videos on Facebook and Twitter. More to come. Thank you very much.